Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I want to do is I want to talk to my chosen ones about how the enemy will want you to fail. They will want you to fail. And how you will know it's an opposition is because you will not be moving in your highest light. They will not be pushing you and promoting you into your highest light. So that's how you will be able to tell when somebody is an enemy. An enemy. I know that's really hard for motherfuckers to comprehend and to understand. Oh, I think an enemy is somebody who says, fuck you. No, fuck you. And then there we go. That's not always an enemy. That's not always an enemy. And that's why they like to use the terminology snakes and rats, because these are like sneakier creatures in the realm where we see it happening in the physical realm. But when you look at it spiritually, I understand that a lot of these insects and bugs, if we didn't take on a certain part of their nature, they wouldn't be here. If we are created in God's image, because humans are the only ones that can really alter this whole place out here, that means that I see people moving like a sloth, like turtles. I correlate those. When I see groups of people working together and accomplishing shit, I think of ants. You know, they all got their goals. They all fucking building together. You know, when you see people out moving and hunting together and feeding and eating together, you can think of any kind of animal kingdom that has a pack to it. You know, whether you want to think wolves, lions, just anything in a pack, even fucking coyotes. You know, they're really shitty, but even coyotes, like, same thing. And once you understand coyotes is kind of like Western society. You know, Western society has this false imagery where women lead and rule, and we can see what's going on with the flippery fuckery. But then you have coyotes, which is not coyotes, I take that back, hyenas, because they always laughing and shit. Hyenas is the tribal animal that they are one of the tribal animals that the female is the biggest and the female leads. So the males are treated like shit. They get the last end of the scraps. If it's a couple males, usually the youngest one usually end up dying out. The females lead with all the anger and aggression and blah 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 blah. But understanding the oppositions and the enemies, right? Because for a lot of us, we feel like, all right, well, if I don't have any beef or no real altercation or no situation with them, then I really wouldn't see them as an enemy. I see them as somebody who I had a disagreement with. You know, we're all entitled to open perspectives. That kind of shit. But you have to think about it on a bigger grand scheme of things, right? We all going through shit, so I don't want to hear nobody bullshit ass excuses, but I'm just going through too much. We all are. Especially if you're in the Western world, you have your own shit and then they whooping your ass. So, scratch your shit. What else are you doing to lift your vibration, to raise your motherfucking frequency? What are you doing to make sure that you are helping and healing the people around you? How are you being more selfless than selfish? These are things that's always counted into play. So for me, what I realize is, it's like the day and age we're in right now, right? Unfortunately, this isn't 1990, this isn't 95, this isn't 2000, this is not even 2010, okay? You have to realize these are all different transitional periods, so you should not expect the time frames to be the same. You know what I'm saying? The people in 85 wasn't living the same way people in 2022 is living. You know, the people in 2010 is not living the same way people in 2022 is living. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that the marketplaces are changing. The fucking dollar value is dropping. They're forcing everything in the way, the direction they want it to. But what happens is when you are following the natural flow and you are the resistance, that's basically it. You are the natural resistance to their whole process. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand that it's a spiritual war going on and that you're going to have all kind of beings and entities outside of you and the ones in the spiritual realm trying to tap in as much as you can, you have to understand that the beings around you that are not pushing you, that are not disciplined, that are not motivated or inspired, they are oppositions. They are oppositions. They are not an asset to your cause, to your journey. They are actually a liability, which is causing you to focus more energy on whatever weird relationship it is, friendship, spouse, parents, whatever the fuck it is. That is a distraction away from you focusing your energy on the assets, the things that should be adding, because now you're focused on what the fuck you can take away, what the fuck is going on over here in this department. You know what I'm saying? And like, for me, when I think about stuff, it's like, if I see somebody at a low vibration and I'm not in the best space, best believe I'm not gonna give them my lowest energy that I'm at right now. You know, I'm gonna dig into what they have going on and figure out where can I help and assist them at. But a lot of these people, they will sit in your space, they will be in your energy, you know, they will communicate with you through technology, through telepathy, through all of these things. But it's all just a distraction, because it's just too many damn excuses. It's too many damn excuses. If I went into somebody's life, right? I seen this, it's just a tree, but I just say this tree is a female. Oh, I just seen her, and it's a baby tree. Oh, she has her child with her. Oh, the energy hits me, all right? I like the way she's dressed. I like her aura about her. All of these, I see she's taking care of her responsibilities that I can visually see, you know what I'm saying? And then I can dive in a little bit deeper spiritually to tap into her values. That's the guys and goddesses showing they love like they always do, you know what I'm saying? So y'all know that's just part of the process. But when I see that and I tap in, the first thing I'm gonna want to do is figure out, how can I be a part of this, and how can I add this into my life? How can I be a part of this, and how can I add this into my life? So I want to figure out, how can I add value to you? So now I got to figure out what you got going on to add value to you. See, that's the difference between following the natural flow and the creator, and then following all this other witchy shit. All this other witchy shit is not going to take this approach. Is figuring out, okay, where can I add value at? Okay, I may not be the most disciplined motherfucker in the world, but I was disciplined enough to take my ass back and forth to work, to these build jobs and plantations. That's what would be blowing me, is a lot of these witchy motherfuckers can work these plantations and jobs, and they can listen and do these things. But then once it comes to having free will and choice to actually do things in that same manner, they don't take the steps because they have the choice not to. So it's showing where they actually lie at. I have some weird motherfuckers that's been in my life, like, they are so witchy, they don't talk in real lifetime. If they do, they'll talk about what color the grass is, the tree, and blah blah blah. Or if I say something, they'll just go along with it like a yes man. I fucking hate that shit, right? Hey, they out here today. That kind of just threw my whole thought process, right? But what I was saying, for the most part, is like, just understanding that the enemy has access to all of these vessels, all of these tools. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. This is part of the process. Like, light energy recognizes light energy. The vibration or frequency that you put out, it recognizes right back. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, I already understood that, like, as far as friends, family, spouses, like, I already understood my spiritual realm was different beliefs than them. You know, they were more set on focusing on with everybody else. Let's chase a dollar. Let's chase some females. You know, for me, I'm more so on my spiritual energy and just being in a good vibration. Even before I knew what the fuck was going on, that was my blueprint. Now that I have something more structured, it makes more sense why I sat over this way and they sat over this way. And then when I tried to sit with them, it didn't mingle. You know, it's either me trying to force it, you know, and it's not working out, or just sitting over there and then the shit just doesn't fit. You know, it just doesn't fit. And it doesn't matter if you fucking great at sports, if you're a great communicator, you know, you're excellent with people, like, doesn't matter if you have all the knowledge in the world, like, none of that shit matters when you are dealing with the opposition and you are trying to fit yourself in their space. You cannot fit yourself in their space. You know, they are a tool as well. So if you have to use that tool, that vessel, it's kind of like some tools you get, they only good for 1, 2, 3 uses, and sometimes you can get rid of them. It's kind of like if you get like those little desks or chairs or like little TV stands, like the old school ones where they throw like a little baby wrench in there or something, like just a little tool for you to use for this set, and you know, you can keep it moving. You don't have to continue to use it. But a lot of beings will be in your space, and you have to understand that they are opposition. You have to know that they are opposition. I know. They may do one nice thing here. They may rub your back. They may rub your feet over here. You know, they may rub your neck or your shoulders. They may drop a couple dollars on you here or there. But the bigger picture over here is they are not helping and filling in the gaps where you need them at. And it's more so of a distraction and pulling you more this way, and you're walking more this way when you are trying to force yourself into their picture. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to make sure that when you are being involved around all these other different entities and having all these different relationships, it's only 2 teams. So look, if you ain't riding with me, you riding against me. There is no, oh, I need to figure this out, or oh, I had one person say, oh, well, if I play, I'm not doing good, or if I do adult shit, I'm not doing good. It's just like, shut the fuck up. Clearly, you are not in either field. You are clearly on the witchy side to even be using this bullshit ass sympathy tactic to try to control somebody's energy, to manipulate somebody's energy, you know? So for me, once I put you as an opposition, unless you do something more to show that you are not in opposition, that will be the place you will stay in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to run it up too long. Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.